when you come across people that actually don't know their why, or they're kind of just there for a paycheck and they're not necessarily like from a values perspective connected to what they do, how do you address that? How do you help even employers walk with if it's them or maybe a team member that's struggling in that area? How do you walk them through that, get reconnected to their why?
I think it's super impactful, and I think it's really important for us to encourage them and take them through an exercise. And that exercise is quarterly, at least. I like it monthly. To sit people down and do one-on-ones with their team and ask them their why. Why do they do what they do? Tell me what's going on with you, professionally. What are your goals? Have they changed? What's impacting those decisions? And then I think that motivates the leader because then the leader knows what's going on both personally and professionally with their team, and it drives them. Hey, look, I now feel responsible for being able to accomplish or them accomplishing their goals. So I have to do what I have to do to get them there. And then I think it's a reflection point for them. As a leader, they sit down and they say, okay, I've kind of put it on autopilot. I can no longer do that. Okay. Because I have people depending on me. They have goals, they want to be at a certain point. They have to, financially, they have to meet certain criteria to support their family or whatever it is, whatever their why is, because maybe they want to go buy a car or a house or whatever that is, whatever the next step is in their life. Well, now I have to be a part of that. So I have to be the driver. And then I think it makes them look in the mirror and say, okay, I'm asking my team these questions. I've never asked myself those questions. Why am I doing what I'm doing? What drives me? Have I lost what drives me to get up and go to work every morning? Is it a job or is it a career?
I think it's so easy, and it's so easy to get in the grind. To probably as a leader is like, okay, I'm having to oversee all these things, and all these numbers, all these things. Is like even just taking the time to like, sit down with and hear just from the one-on-one perspective, like what's going on in the hearts of my team. And as a leader, you have the power to like impact that experience for them and help them. Now they have to do the work, but help them get to where they're trying to go. Like you have such an opportunity to impact them and to lead them in a way to, one, learn to lead themselves and be inspired to grow and to hit their goals. But also you get the benefit of seeing them walk that out. I mean, that's just such a neat opportunity to celebrate and realize, wow, I have the ability. I've just seen this person's life change. Even from a financial perspective, they're able to take these next steps that impacts their family and their friends. And even going back to what we talked about earlier is like the ability to make human impact if you live from your why is really there.
Absolutely. Just operating from goals or KPIs or reports, you don't get the human aspect, the emotional aspect, because people might have a bad day and you don't know why, but you don't even, if you don't take the time to find out what drives them or what gets them to the point where they want to do something. Everybody's different, their why, their drivers, the things that make them want to get better are different, and if you know a person, their personality, everybody's personality is different. You can't just operate from a blanket perspective. You have to take that individual and say, hey, okay, like my son, for instance, he is a pleaser, so if you really just, get on him hard, he kind of shuts down. Right. But if he's encouraged or he sees that, something's making somebody happy, he tries 10 times harder. just to please them. And that's people in general. You know, some people are pleasers. Some people are drivers. You know, some people you have to get on them and say, and that's what encourages them. Hey, look, you know, you need to do better. Here's where your numbers are. I expect a lot more out of you. And that encourages them. You know, so you have to take each individual's personality and manage in that sense.